So what are you smoking again?
This is an Alec Bradley Tempest Centuria Natural. This was the 2008 Cigar of the Year. Churchill. Phenomenal. It's wrapped in a Honduran. Gurkha makes the only other Centuria, but it is wrapped in, I'm wanting to say, a Cameroon.
Oh, dark.
As opposed to the Honduran wrap. Honduran leaf.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little old school here.
Oh.
This is your Macanudo. Call this the Hyde Park. And the green label line that Macanudo makes, they've been making, my gosh, I bet 40, 50 years. And they're just an all around good. They've been around for so long.
They have.
You know, it's not a special edition.
Right.
You know, it is the Ford Taurus of cigars. It's a good quality.
Been there, lasted for the
last
long time.
You know, they've done it the same for half a century.
Macanudo makes a good stick.
And I love Macanudos. Probably one of my favorite Macanudos ever is the Portofino. And if you've never had one, it's a Lonsdale. So it's a really small, I think it's a 38 or a 40 ring gauge. Yep. But it's a long 6.5, 7 inch like a Churchill.
Yep.
And I think they're just phenomenal. I love them. But I like these Hyde Parks an awful lot.
I'm an Alec Bradley fan. I'll be real honest, if I'm looking for I say a short smoke, but I'm a huge Nub Cameroon guy. Nub makes a phenomenal cigar.
They do make a good cigar, good quality tobacco.
Like the Torpedo.
They're not for everybody.
They're not. About a 55 ring gauge. Still burns about an hour.
Oh yeah.
It's just a good short stick.
Yeah.
I enjoy the Nub.
I do. I used to smoke Nubs every now and then. But to me, a nub was like the poor man's Fuente short story. And I'd rather just get a short story.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a little bougie, I'll admit it.
Yeah, I enjoy the Nub flavor, and it's just a good mild cigar if you get the Cameroon.
Yeah.
I can do without all the Maduro wrappers. Anything Maduro, I'm pretty much out on.
Yeah.
So this is about as dark as I'll get.
Yeah, I can't get into the dark. I've had a few Maduros that were okay, but I've never had one that was phenomenal. But a lot of San Andreas. I like San Andreas, and I like a light, a good, Connecticut, good Connecticut. Yeah. Corojo, Habano. The Habano is a little spicy. It's not, but it's not heavy like a lot of Maduros, oily like a lot of Maduros are. It's very, it's just spicy.
Interesting.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to have a Habano,
okay, I will check that out.
It's a different experience, and they're good. They're good. There's a lot of manufacturers have some stogies out there with a Habano, so you'd find them. Yeah. Well, good afternoon. You join us here for a special edition, as has become the tradition for kind of the winter months here. Instead of just doing regular episodes of Coffee at the Creek, we got some specials lined up. And today's special is called Cary at the Creek, and I'm joined here by Cary McKee, literally the second actual member ever at Thorpe Creek. So that's a prestigious position.
That is. Thank you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
second guy to show up and say, you know what, I'm going to take a chance on these crazy dudes.
Glad I did. Glad I did.
Get me a membership out here at Thorpe Creek and do the thing. And I've actually been wanting to bring you on Coffee at the Creek for a while. And we'll get into kind of what went on today later in the episode. But now that you know we're having some coffee, we're smoking some cigars. We got a little fire going in the fire pit over here, and you're caught up in general.
Except for the firearms laid out on the table part.
We're going to talk about some Glocks and some CZs today. That is top of the list because part of what we're doing, part of Cary at the Creek here, is we're going to do a little segment here a little later called "Why I Like My Gun." And Cary showed up out here at the Creek, and I'm going to let you expound upon your exploits in the shooting sports arena.
Okay.
But we did, way back when, we did the first 15-point league. And you came to 15-point. And I think at that time you were running a SIG DH.
Yep.
Is that right?
DH3.
DH3.
Yeah.
And that has escalated somewhat over the last couple of years. Run us through some of where that went and how it got out of control.
It is out of control. So started with the SIG DH3, which I purposely bought just for 15-point league. I needed something, researched, looked into it, 5-inch bull barrel, had all the things, and thought that'll be it. Iron sights. So I showed up for that, and 15-point league, it's an absolute blast. And that was my start, my foot into competitive shooting. I tried it out, knew nothing about shooting, and then met an individual there who was actually a USPSA Grandmaster named Austin Chamberlain, and I worked with him a couple of times because I had the bug and really found interest in that kind of shooting. I don't mind people that just go to the range and they put up a target and it's one shot at a time. That's some people's thing. Mine was, running around like a wild man with a loaded pistol and seeing how many shots you could put out there as accurately as possible, as quick as possible for score on a timer at that. So it escalated from there, and I got into the SIG Legions, and we actually had a member out here, and I was out one day, and he had a CZ Shadow 2 blue, and he had a CZ Shadow 2 orange, which is, it's a little bit different. It's a hand fit slide, couple other minor alterations to it, but essentially the same pistol. And I got to shoot the blue and the orange, and I really enjoyed it. So I looked to upgrade, and I did, and I'm glad I did over the SIG 5-inch. I'm better with it. I've really enjoyed it. Now, I will say, since then, I've gotten into the 2011 game and ordered a couple of 2011s. I enjoyed that. I know you can't buy your way to a greater USPSA ranking, but it sure feels good in your hand.
And just to give everybody an outline here, one, like you've heard me talk about 1911s, how big a fan I am of 1911s. 2011s were and are the industry taking the 1911 standard and trying to up it a notch and build it for competition. The only real competition downfall for the 1911 is capacity.
Yep.
Even in a 9mm, you're 11 or 12 rounds. That's all you're going to fix. It's a single stack. The 2011 takes the 1911 and turns it into a double stack and gives it a slightly different frame configuration, allowing for more customization of things like the internals and the trigger.
Yep. Magwells.
Yep. and well, mild to wild.
Yep.
We won't get into that.
Yep.
But the biggest upgrade is that it's a 9mm, which is the preferred caliber and platform for most competitive shooting, and it's a double stack.
Right.
So, and the range is wide now. I mean, you can go, and Rock Island Armory is making a pistol called the 2311 now that they say is even the next generation. And those are sub $1,000. And you can go to a Masterpiece for $4,000 to $5,000.
Right.
Or you can take the next step and go to
an Atlas. Rafferty. Hayes. Venom. Infinity.
TTIs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Nighthawk. Nighthawk.
Yep.
And you can easily spend, let's just say $7,500 and on up. And there is no limit to it, the amount of customization and hand fitting and things that you can do. And because the platform lends itself to that.
It does.
And it's easy in that the engineers that are doing it and I mean, really, these are gunsmiths that are going in and they can customize the platform. You can get the platform and then you put on it, customize it the way you want it.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot. You know, traditionally 5-inch was always the way to go. Now you're seeing some of really down to the 4.6. It's a balance issue. All of them have bull barrels. They've gotten away from the old style, so we're using the bull barrel. But yeah, 4.6 is kind of a big thing right now for balance purposes, competitive purposes. But yeah, the competitive bug got a hold of me, and I've enjoyed a lot.
And so run down your list of trophies.
Well, okay. I'll preface this by saying I just started. So 15-point league would have been 2 years ago. This month, in fact, we shot our inaugural match, and we concluded it in March of last year, or excuse me, March of 2024. Yeah. So about a year and a half ago. And then didn't do real well in that at all. I shot through it, had a blast, and I think we finished in March, and it would have been in March, I think. I shot my first USPSA match in Billings at the 2 Alpha Club, and boy, that was a wild day for me. But it's quite the adrenaline rush and just a fun time. If you're into sport or competitiveness, that's a great place to do it if you like firearms as well. So it went from there. I shot 6 months. I went to the Missouri State Fall Classic. It's our state regional championship. We call it the state championship. People from all over show up for this. I came in as a C-class shooter for USPSA. I was shooting Cary Optics. Had my Shadow by then, my first one, and I ended up 3rd place in C-class Cary Optics for the state of Missouri. That was my first real level 2. This year, I shot a couple of level 2s, didn't do real well. I was having some malfunctions we'll talk about in a little bit when we go over these pistols, but I finally figured it out. So by the time I got to my level 2 at Missouri State Fall Classic again, I had bumped up a couple of months prior. I'm now a B-class Cary Optics division shooter, and I ended up 3rd place in that. So year over year, I had bumped up a whole class and still placed.
And so again, just to give a little bit of background on that, as a B class, it means that you're shooting what percentage of alphas?
Really don't know. I'll tell you about 20% are going to be not alpha over the course of the day.
I think B class is like 80 to 84.9 or something like that.
I really don't know.
Yeah, it's in that range.
I don't know.
But the point I'm trying to make here is your accuracy in USPSA, you have that alpha in the middle, which you'll see as we do a little bit of shooting with these pistols, what we're talking about are alphas. And alphas get you the most points.
Most points.
Right?
Yep.
And the scoring is points divided by time.
That's right.
And when they class you, it's based on the percentage of alphas that you're shooting. And so, grandmasters are 98%.
Yeah, 95% and above. Yeah, based on your hit factor scoring. So
yeah.
Yep.
So you have to shoot quickly and you have to shoot accurately quickly.
Right.
In order to move up in those classes. And so saying, oh, B class. No, B class is impressive. It's very impressive.
Yeah, I remember watching the B-class shooters when I started and just thinking I'll never be able to shoot like that. And then you see an A-class and you think, my goodness. And then you see one, the occasional master, really occasional rare grandmaster, and you think that's just impossible.
Oh yeah.
But you keep climbing up.
You keep climbing up and you get better.
Yep. Got a great venue here, we train at and practice, and helps.
And then you went to an IDPA here. Would you get in that? Didn't you go to an IDPA match?
I did just I went last weekend and I ended up second in Cary Optics. I got 2nd place in overall Cary Optics for all classes for the day. And it was just a level 1 match, but we still had, 50 people, 55 people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and the big difference between IDPA and USPSA is really an IDPA is an accuracy. It's very heavy on the accuracy side because you don't do a lot of movement in IDPA. But you do have to draw from concealment. And their rules, like you're not going to see anybody at IDPA with these big built-out belts with, a million different things on them and these specialized like rigs where they can draw faster and all that because the rules don't allow it.
Right.
right? You're drawing from a concealment holster,
Yep.
and you're generally you're not running around to different spots and different firing positions. It is very, very heavy on the accuracy.
It is.
And the highest scores are always going to be the guys that are dead center. These guys that are hitting.
Yep.
I mean, they're it's all alphas.
Yep.
You get something. You get a Charlie, a Delta, or in IDPA it's done a little bit differently. But you get something outside of that alpha, and it's hard to climb back from, and sometimes impossible. USPSA, you're doing a lot of movement,
yep.
and their class range is huge.
Yeah.
And although they have been. USPSA has been drawing that down a little bit, adjusting some of the classes, but they still have more classes than IDPA does.
They do.
And so, and the rule, they want you to carry, IDPA wants you to shoot a pistol that you legitimately could carry.
They do.
And so there is, but there's the customization part of it where you get into USPA has an open division that
anything goes.
You can build a gun that doesn't even hardly look like a gun. It's crazy some of the stuff they can put on there. And that comes down to accuracy and speed.
Yep.
Because what they're doing with the pistol is making the pistol faster, making it run faster. And so, its mild wad, it can get really crazy. And that's the big difference between IDPA and USPSA. So I actually built, and I'm going to kind of roll into the why I like my gun portion of this. I built this Glock really for IDPA, and someday I'm going to have the time. And I'm going to go with Cary, and we're going to go shoot some IDPA.
We'll see.
And in the last episode of Coffee at the Creek, I talked a lot about this Glock, about what I'd done with it, but I hadn't really shot it that much. And I've now put, over the last few weeks, probably about 1,000 rounds through this pistol. By the way, I haven't cleaned it once. And I'm going to tell you the thing I like about it most doesn't really have that much to do with the pistol. It's the optic.
Yeah.
I've had other Vortex optics. This is the ST. It's the middle of this class of optics for Vortex. They make one that's larger, but I've shot a larger one, the Max Michel.
XL. Okay. Yep.
Which is actually bigger than the XL.
Yep. It is.
And it has an oval window where this has a square window. But this Defender ST, it has the fastest acquisition. I can acquire this dot faster than I can my Max Michel. And the Max Michel is probably 25% bigger. But some of that has to do with the decision I made that I didn't know would really have any meaning. I just did it because I wanted to do it, and that was the Mepro Light front sight that I put on here. And I can't really explain it to you on a video, but I can tell you this. That green dot I see first, I know immediately where my red dot is. And it's a split-second movement, slight adjustment. And I know I've now learned that if I lose my red dot, as long as I stick with the green, I'm still going to hit the target. And I can make that adjustment pretty quick. That's one of the best things about this pistol. And I didn't even know that I was doing it. And I'm going to say the second thing that I like about it is the weight. Shooting 1911s, I really like a heavy pistol, but heavy pistols are harder to move around.
They are.
And the light that I put on, and I talked about this next torch, that it's an aluminum body and it adds that weight. I did weigh this thing, and it's 34.5 ounces.
Wow.
And the next torch is a hefty 5.5 ounces of it, because I weighed them both. And adding that to the front made this pistol so much easier to move around and really mitigated the recoil. And those are the two things that I like the most. The other thing that I will say is that the 80 grit that I put on here, I was really concerned about it. And this 80 grit's amazing.
It felt nice in hand. It really did.
The pistol does not move in my hand at all. It stays put, but it also does not tear my hands up.
But Shadow 2, pretty custom-ish. I've gone with the Armanov grips. These are a palm swell grip that fit in the hand. I'm a southpaw, so I shoot left-handed, but they just fit better than any palm swell that I have gripped.
It is an interesting feel.
It is.
Yeah.
Typically, when you buy them, it's a flat scale. I had to take those off. They were very narrow. You can see the frame itself is right here, and so the grip mod anyways. So I had to really get something in there, widen it out for my large hands. They sell them in different sizes, and I use the large size, and it fits perfect.
So you can get the palm swell a different size.
You can. They got small, medium, and large. You measure your fingers to wrist, the first crease right there on your wrist, and then, yeah, you measure them out, and that's what you get. Holosun 507 comp. It's a great light. I do green dot. I have astigmatism in both eyes. The green, they say, helps with that. I feel like it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a lot better, but it's a little better. But I like the green dot. I can see it well. It gets nuclear bright as opposed to the red dot. And it's got a rather large window. It's a very common one. And right now it's between the Vortex Defender XL and the Holosun 507 comp. Those are the kind of two up and comers really for in the competitive world.
Yeah, the XL has gotten to be huge.
It has. It really has.
A lot of folks are running it. So
it's been a good pistol. I thoroughly enjoy shooting it.
Good.
Yep.
Good. That's why I got 80 grit.
Yeah.
Right? You just get the 80 grit, you don't need all that.
I have almost 80 grit, but I also need the chalk because when it gets sweaty.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that with 80 grit.
Man.
But I'm so calm under pressure, I don't sweat.
So what are the gloves for?
When I'm cold.
Oh.
Yeah. And they look cool.
Well, it's a balmy 70 degrees out.
Here,
There's no need for gloves.
Yeah. Okay, so Cary, we're doing a little segment called "Why I Like My Gun."
Okay.
Here for Cary at the Creek. So we talked a little bit about, the features, what we like. I think we've learned very much. You're a big fan of CZ.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of Glock.
Yeah.
And now we're going to put them to the test.
Let's do it.
So we're going to do 2 drills. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. We'll get the timer out here. We'll time it. We're going to do your standard bill drill, which is 6 rounds on a standard USPSA target, which we have back here, as fast as you can shoot them. And we're looking for everything in the A zone.
Okay.
Now the good news is you're doing that at 10 feet.
Okay.
And so at 10 feet, you being with the state champion or some bullshit, I don't know.
Please.
You won't stop talking about it. But okay.
No, whatever. Not even close.
No, you ought to be able to do a pretty good bill drill. Obviously, all of my bill drills are always perfect, so we don't have to worry about even looking at those.
Yeah.
We can just make the assumption, but we may give you a peek at that. So we'll do a bill drill. Then we'll do a little bit of transition work, and we're going to do kind of a modified bill drill, El Capitan kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, we'll line up. We'll have the 3 targets, and we'll transition between the 3 targets, and we'll do something like 3 rounds apiece, something like that. And so basically, we're just putting these pistols through their paces.
I love it. And for the record, this would be the first time I've ever shot a bill drill.
For the record, and we have it on camera now. This is not the first time I've shot a bill drill. So, obvi, I'm going to have the best score. I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah. All A's.
He will.
And so, and you guys can look this up on the internet. It's all over YouTube. They say that like the bill drill bottom line is you want to put them all in the A zone in 3 seconds.
Okay.
That is what they call a successful bill drill. Anything outside the A zone, anything more than 3 seconds, you're an amateur. Yeah. I will tell you, I've shot a lot of bill drills. I did a whole video on it a year ago, and I've never shot a perfect bill drill under 3 seconds. I just haven't done it. It's tough. It's harder than it looks, and you can get it in 3 seconds, but you're gonna throw a round.
Okay.
Because keeping it, even at that distance, keeping that dot on center mass is tough.
At 10 feet?
At 10 feet.
Yeah, if I can hit the target, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is tough though when you're trying to get 6 out as fast as you can. I can get A zone all day long between 3 and 4 seconds, no problem. But when I hit that 2.9 and I got 2 rounds left, one of them's going somewhere. Don't know where.
All right.
So I think it's time for us to put up a shut up.
Let's do it. If you're finished, go ahead and holster if you want, or unless you're gonna run it again. Unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down. And holster. Range is clear. Time 3-1-1. All alpha.
Oof. Told you. I can't break that 3 seconds.
Really?
It's tough.
Okay, I'm gonna get another crack at this.
Give me a thumbs up. Here we go. .226. But
Yep, still got a Charlie.
that looks like a Charlie, my friend.
That is another Charlie. Yeah, it's that darn CZ again.
It's that darn CZ, man. Yeah.
Okay, range is clear, going down range. Yeah, I don't, is that my first shot? I can't even tell.
That was your first shot.
That's what I thought. That's what I'm afraid of.
You came out, I mean, I think you were pulling the trigger before you were on the target.
Probably. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm into anymore. I mean, I'm on target, boom. So,
Yeah.
all right, make
Okay.
ready. Look how low that is, man. That is cool.
All right, ready to go.
All right, shooter, are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down and holster. Range is clear. Time 2:45 with all alphas. He did it.
Hot damn.
He has done it.
Did I get all? Yeah, I did, man. Look at that.
Look at that. That was a nice group too.
Double tapped that one.
That was a nice group. 245.
That's the first time I've ever
Look at
done
that.
number 3.
That's
I'm
nice.
telling you what, man. It's this Glock and this.
It's the Glock, huh?
It's this Glock. I mean, the grip is awesome. But I gotta tell you, man, that Vortex ST is.
It looks good. It looks really good.
That's doing something for me.
I love it. It looked good. I did like it.
All right, how many rounds do I have left in this mag? Not enough. That's all right. I'm done for the day, so you run as much as you want, man.
I'm gonna get one right here now that we're done playing around.
Okay, now
Ready?
that we're done playing around,
This will be
look, we're gonna get serious. It's time. The sun's getting low, and I just like to mention, I've done 2 perfect runs.
Yeah.
2 perfect runs.
Brad will smoke me any day. Any day. All right.
Oh hell!
Make ready.
Shooter, make ready. Good job there. You did that one right.
Okay.
So now we got to go for the sub 2 second, which is crazy.
Yeah. So 199, all alphas.
199 all alphas.
I'm gonna call no 199. If I can hit that, that'd be great. But we're gonna try to hit 2.1.
All alphas.
All alphas.
When you're ready.
Ready.
Here we go. You know, we're hammer down, safe, clear. We're going the wrong way.
We are.
So you remember we were shooting some clays earlier, and remember what I said? What did you do wrong there?
Yeah. I missed the target.
You missed.
Yeah.
And what I recommend
Hit.
is instead of missing the target, you hit the target.
And we're at 10 feet.
We're at just under, we're right at 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
3.5 paces or so.
I typically don't shoot like 10 feet, you know?
Yeah.
Two Charlie.
Okay, so what is the purpose of the bill drill then? Right, it's a self-defense drill,
Okay.
right? Because most of your self-defense situations occur within 7 yards or closer, okay? So if this guy is coming at you with a knife and you've got to draw and put him on the ground before he gets to you, where center mass.
Center mass.
Right? Out here, shoulder, I'm still coming at you.
Right.
mean, that's what the Bill drill, that's why our good friend Bill made up the Bill drill, right?
Excuse us as a
Sorry,
C-130 passes overhead.
Yeah, C-130 goes over at about, what is
with
that?
the rainbow
1,000 feet
above
or
it.
so. Yeah.
There,
Treetops are moving.
rainbow in the air, up in the sky.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, let's really try this. I'm gonna actually, now that I know what we're doing, I know how this works, I'd like to really give it some try. I think my grip is off a little bit.
Grip is
I should
off.
probably have
Yeah.
80 grit or something.
If you had 80 grit and a Glock,
okay.
you probably would have done this the first go.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, that's all it takes is 80 grit and a Glock.
All right, make ready.
All right, shooter make ready. Really, make all the adjustments you need to that CZ. It's not a competition, though.
I know.
This is called Why I Like My Gun.
This is, I got you. I got you.
I mean,
I'm
it
just
could
showing
be
you how
appropriately titled Why I Like Brad's Gun.
Brad's gun. Yeah, yeah.
Because it is a Glock with 80 grit.
That's it. That's it.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm ready.
Loosey-goosey, ready to go?
Ready.
Here it comes. There it is. Now, I had a 2 point what?
2.45.
2.45.
Yep.
I had a 2.45 all alphas.
Okay.
And Cary has a 2.48
Woo!
all alphas.
300s off.